After Jesus entered into Jerusalem, so Jesus now went from Bethany. He was walking all around to preach and to do his good works. So
Yes, Peter.
Peter should be one of these people. I cannot really say this is Peter, but if you count them, how many are they? Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Name count them very well. Count again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So those are the 12 disciples of Jesus. So when they were going about, Jesus became hungry. Jesus was hungry.
And the story.
Yes, and he saw one tree from a far distance. The tree was a fig tree, and the tree has so many fine leaves, green leaves.
It
And
don't
Jesus,
have leaf, fruit.
yes, Jesus now went there to see if he could find any fruit on the tree. You see, Jesus now checked. He was checking, but to his surprise, the tree, as fine the leaves were plenty. The tree does not have a single fruit on it. And Jesus was very hungry, but there was no fruit on that tree at all. When Jesus did not find any fruit on it, and the Bible said that it was not the season of figs to start bringing out fruit, but there's supposed to be some fruit on it even before the season. Because Jesus did not find any fruit on the tree, and Jesus said to the tree that nobody will eat fruit from the tree again. And the disciples heard what Jesus said. So after that, they returned back to the temple because Jesus did not find any food to eat, but Jesus continued fasting, and they returned back to the temple to worship God. But when Jesus got to the temple, this is Jesus. When he got to the temple, he saw something that amazed him. Instead of people to be worshiping God in the temple, they've turned the temple into a marketplace. People are buying and selling things. You see these ones, they are exchanging money. This one is selling something. This one is selling beds. This one is selling sheep. See, they are selling different kind of things. This one is selling apple and banana and orange. They were selling different kind of things in the temple. And Jesus said, this place supposed to be the house of the Lord, that we're supposed to be worshiping God here. Why do you turn it to a place where you buy and sell? Why did you turn this place to where thieves are hiding? Because in the market like this, there will be thief and everything. And the chief priests are also looking at all these things that is happening in the temple. Jesus did not like it.
Where's the chief?
The chief priests see them and the leaders of the temple, and they were looking at people, how people are buying and selling in the temple of the Lord, which is not good. So Jesus looked for one wire and started beating those people. Five, get out of here. Five. And Jesus turned away all their markets that they are selling in the temple, because Jesus said, "This is my Father's house." God is the Father of Jesus, and God is the owner of the temple. That is where they're supposed to be worshiping God, but they have turned it to marketplace, money changers, thieves. They are selling doves, and Jesus turned away.
The doves fly
They
away.
turn away. He opened their doves, and all their doves fly away. All the money they are exchanging, he turned the money down, because there will be people that will travel from other country to come to the temple. So there, some people will be there to exchange money for them, so that they can be spending there. And some people that want to come for sacrifice too, they want to buy dove also for sacrifice. So that they will not first need to go to the market. So that they will not first need to go to the market to buy dove. So they just put the dove at the entrance of the door, so that people will just buy and use the dove for sacrifice in the temple. But Jesus did not like it, and Jesus sent everybody out of the temple. Jesus used Cain to send them away.
Okay.
Yes, the chief priests have gone to one side, and the Pharisees, they have gone to one side. They are looking at what Jesus was doing, and they were not happy with Jesus. So after Jesus has sent all those people that are not doing very well in the temple away, and Jesus now sits down and teach people and told them that my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations, but you have turned them to den of robbers. That this place supposed to be place where people will be praying,
to
markets,
market.
yes, and den of robbers. They are thieves. They are changing money.
Thieves.
Yes, no, they are send all those ones away. These ones are good people. They are listening to Jesus now. Everybody that is listening to Jesus is a child of God. So see them, all of them are listening. They want to learn, and they are listening to what Jesus was telling them. And Jesus was teaching them that yes,
they cannot come out.
oh,
Them, they will not come out again.
it's because that place they are is dark now. They are inside. That's why the picture is like that. So the chief priests and the experts, the Pharisees, they are not happy with what Jesus was doing. Jesus is in the temple now, and these are the chief priests. They went for meeting that Jesus was teaching people something that is good, and the Pharisees and the chief priests did not like what Jesus was doing. That people are beginning to like Jesus, and they are looking for how to kill him. And they started doing meeting upon meeting. They started calling different executive meeting after meeting. They are making calls. They are reaching out to people of power, and they are looking for how they can kill Jesus, so that people will not like him again. But they don't know. They continue doing meeting. But when the evening came, Jesus now came out of Jerusalem. He came out of city. He you want to go and pray to his God. You want to go and pray because he used to pray very well. Jesus always pray. That's why we always tell you also to be praying. That's why we also pray every time. Jesus liked to pray, and his disciples will always follow him. See, because everywhere was dark, that's why the picture is like this, and they were following Jesus to where he would pray. And after they had prayed in the morning, when they were coming back from where they have prayed, you remember that tree? The tree that remove your hand. Which one again? Which one? Touch it.
The white one.
See this one? No, it's the tree now. That tree that has plenty leaves. Is it scary? Yes, because Jesus said that nobody will eat fruit from the tree again. All the leaves has disappeared in the morning when they were coming back. Jesus got to the tree and Jesus wanted to eat fruit on the tree. So what does that mean? Is that anybody that does not give fruit for Jesus, the person will wither away. So you must always be useful for Jesus. You must always obey Jesus so that someone's life will not be dried away like this tree. You hear? So always listen to Jesus. Always obey Jesus. When Jesus says you should not do something, you should not do it. When Jesus says, I want you to do this something for me, you must do it. You must be fruitful for Jesus. You see this tree now? The tree was not fruitful at all for Jesus. And Jesus told the tree that nobody will eat from it again. And the second day, all the trees on the leaf has got down. See, this is Peter. Peter said, Rabbi, he was talking to Jesus. The fig tree you caused has withered. Peter was surprised and everybody was surprised. And Jesus said to them, we should have faith in God. That if we also have faith in God, and we say to the mountain, move, the mountain will move. If you say that, mountain, move now and go into the sea, the mountain will move and fly and go into the sea. Wow. And we must not doubt. So whatever we say with faith in God, God will do it for us. So we must have faith in God. Like I told you tonight, that whatever you want, tell it to Jesus and Jesus will give it to you. You know, Jesus said, tell this tree that nobody should eat on it, and the tree go off. And Jesus is telling us that whatever we also say in faith, it will be done for us. So we must always have faith. Anything you see and you know that is for the will of God in your life, say it, claim it, and it will come to you. So, and Jesus encouraged us to always pray, that whatever we pray and ask for, the thing is no longer there. See Jesus. Jesus is here. That whatever we pray and ask for, it will be ours. God will give it to us.
Okay.
Whatever we pray for and ask for, God will give it to us. That when we stand and pray, that God will make that thing happen unto us. And when we are praying and we know that someone has offended us, we should forgive the person so that our Father in heaven will also forgive us. So you want your prayer to be answered, you must not fight with anybody. You hear? must not bully anybody. You must not say bad word to anybody. You must show love to everybody. Even if someone mistakenly step on your foot, you should quickly reconcile with the person, and if the person apologize, fine. And if the person did not apologize, don't take up fight with the person. It might be a mistake. Don't be quick to hit the person, so that God will answer your prayer. God also forgive us, so we must also forgive anybody that offended us. So they return back to Jerusalem again after they left that place where Jesus caused the tree. And Jesus went back into the temple. You see Jesus in the temple and the chief priests. So, and the expert of the law and the elders. Jesus was in the temple. Still, he was teaching people. And they came to him. They came to Jesus and asked him, "What authority are you doing this thing? By what authority are you doing this thing? Or who gave you this authority to do these things?" They saw him that he threw people away from the temple. They saw him teaching, and they went to ask him, who gave him the authority? Who gave him the power? Who gave Jesus power? God. So they were asking him, where did you get your authority? Where did you get your power? And Jesus asked them that there was one man that time, John the Baptist, and he was baptizing people. He was putting people inside water and blessing them and declaring that God has forgiven their sin. And Jesus asked them, by what authority was John the Baptist doing all these things? Is it from heaven or from people? And Jesus asked them, see, this is John the Baptist. When God sent him to the wilderness, he was just eating honey. See, this honey. That was what John the Baptist was eating. And he used clothes, goat clothes to cover his body. And he was baptizing people. After he put people inside the water, he will tell them, God forgive you. And people will begin to walk blamelessly before God. So, after the chief priests, the Pharisees, the teachers of the law, and the people heard what Jesus asked them, they said, if we say from heaven, he will say, then why did you not believe him? But if we say from people, they feared the crowd, for they all considered John to be truly a prophet. So they don't know what to say. Jesus asked them questions. They don't know the answer. They don't know what to say. And they went to Jesus. We don't know. We don't know the answer. Then Jesus told them also that I will not tell you my authority that I was using to doing this thing. Neither will I tell you by what authority I'm doing these things. I will not tell you. So these people, Jesus told them, I will not tell you. And these people went back with disappointment, because they were looking for a way that Jesus will speak something wrong and they will hold him and kill him there. But because Jesus has the wisdom of God, they were unable to hold him there because his assignment is not yet over. He said they don't know, and they all went. But where did the authority of Jesus come from? The authority came from God. So we will continue tomorrow what other things Jesus did before he was killed on the cross of Calvary. Thank you, Free Bible Images, for make these images available online. These images are made possible by a joint venture of Good News Productions International and College Press Publishing Co. The artist is Ola Nash Gitna. Thank you. Bye bye. See you next time.